For more on this, we're now joined by Advocate Modibedi Phindela, Secretary to the National Council of Provinces. And he joins us now for a conversation when it comes to the rules and procedures ahead of the OPA tomorrow. Advocate, thank you so much for your time this evening here in SABC News. I mean, let's start off here. We heard from the Speaker of the National Assembly, Togo Titiza, saying that all systems go. When it comes to how ready are you to actually host this OPA tomorrow? Just tell us more about that.
Thank you very much, Mbadi, and your viewers at home. Of course, as the Speaker of the National Assembly has indicated, together with the Chairperson of the National Council of Provinces, we are ready to go. We are ready to host as Parliament the President to allow him to address the nation.
We always see this pomp and ceremony that takes place on the days where we see, whether it's the SONA or the opening of Parliament tomorrow. One would ask, what are the rules and processes that are always followed for an occasion of this manner?
Because tomorrow is a joint sitting, the rules that would be applicable would be the joint rules. It would not be the rules of the National Assembly or the rules of the National Council of Provinces. It would be the rules that govern the joint sittings of Parliament. So in other words, the rules of the National Assembly would not be applicable. The rules of the National Council of Provinces would not be applicable. It would be the rules that govern the joint sittings of Parliament. Parliament, as you have indicated, consists of the two houses. So when they are sitting jointly, the rules that are applicable are the joint rules.
And when it comes to some of the ceremonies we can expect to play out tomorrow, just before we see President Cyril Ramaphosa delivering that OPA, what ceremonial features will the OPA contain?
Well, we will have the normal processions. We'll have the procession of the speakers of the provincial legislatures. We'll have the procession of the premiers. We will have the procession of the judiciary. We will also have the gun salute by the South African National Defence Force, as you have indicated. We will also see the president taking the salute.
And when it comes to the differences that we are now seeing because of the new rules that were approved last year in November, we now know that there's an opening of Parliament and as well as a State of the Nation address. What makes these two different when you are hosting them?
Well, the opening of Parliament will be taking place. This is a historic one because it's the first one. It will be taking place every time there are elections. After every election, we will have the opening address by the president. Whereas the State of the Nation address, it's an annual event that takes place in February of each year.
How significant is this opening of Parliament? I mean, you also talk about the fact that it's the first one under the Government of National Unity where we have no outright majority in our country following the 2024 elections. So how significant is this opening of Parliament address?
I think the other significant point is a point that the Speaker of the National Assembly has raised, that it coincides with Mandela Day. So that also makes it a very significant event. The other thing, as you have indicated, is the first one with the Government of National Unity, where you have all the parties or parties of Government of National Unity working together.
This time around, we always know that any opening of Parliament or SONA, we always see some sort of disruptions take place. How will the House be dealing with any chaos or disruptions should it arise in the House?
Ordinary rules of joint sittings will be applicable. It would be up to the Speaker of the National Assembly and the Chairperson of the National Council of Provinces to ensure that there's order in the House, that the decorum of the House is respected, that members behave appropriately in terms of the rules. They behave as expected by the presiding officers. So the presiding officers will enforce the rules whenever the rules are breached.
All right, Advocate, thank you so much for your time this evening here in SABC News. That's Advocate Modibedi Phindela, Secretary to the National Council of Provinces, just giving us an insight there when it comes to the rules and procedures ahead of that opening of Parliament address taking place tomorrow.